Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm playing Elisa, the Innkeeper. It was Elisa, whatever. But you played Innkeeper, who has the problem of every man who comes to her inn falls in love with her, fights over her. And the thing about this game which caught my attention is that you're not actually the main character, but your decisions affect the story and affect people's lives around you. So I went to try it out. Also, it's a prequel. I think the full game is like $10, and I don't actually have enough to get that because of another game I bought. So I'm going to see. The prequel is supposed to actually have a good amount of gameplay in it. So we're going to start and we're going to see if it's interesting or not for the full game. The short visual novel can be considered as an introductory episode of the game Eliza the Innkeeper. Enjoy your art and soundtrack. As you begin to shape Eliza's destiny, I will do whatever. The inn was warm and hearty. The construction was solid walls, and an aroma of strong oak and the faint fragrance of flowers filled the entirety of the first floor. Eliza, the innkeeper, was running laps around the bar to serve her various and sundry customers. A prince approached, found an open stool, and took a seat where he could catch a gaze of the busy innkeeper. Damn, she really is beautiful. Every time I see her, I fall in love all over again. He thought to himself while taking a sip from his beer. Eliza noticed the prince on his stool. He certainly caught her attention as he leaned forward to wipe down the counter. Why would you do that though? Did I ever tell you that I live at a castle? Preoccupied with cleaning the sopping counter, she hadn't noticed the front of her blouse had become wet. The prince tried his best not to take full advantage of the situation. Oh really? I don't think you ever mentioned it. So am I to assume you are some kind of nobleman? Full of himself and with a smirk, he placed the glass onto the freshly cleaned counter. I am, without a doubt, one of the finest ones you've met. She smiled and decided to rest her head onto her palms. Oh God. Do you mean you're different than all the other nobles that come into my inn? Wow, you can see everything from this angle. But of course, no one could replicate family or my noble being. Sure, noble being. I've seen many princes come and go through here. However, there's something different about you. The prince suddenly noticed that all the other patrons had vanished by now. So tell me, what do you think makes you so special? The prince took a deep breath. Did she really just ask me that? Stalling, he downed the last of his beer. Cause there ain't nothing special about him and he know it. I own the most majestic castle in all of Florence. And what else? She is so close that I can smell her. Her perfume. This is weird. It's so sensual. I would love to caress her. Should I try to? No. Perhaps I might end up with a freaking like mug of beer upside the head, yeah. It is suddenly a strange feeling overwhelmed him. I believe it's time for you to wake up. What? Did he fall asleep? You need to wake up. Eliza, once so close that he could have held her in his grasp, had suddenly begun to fade to black. Okay, such a shame. The beauty in my dreams is almost too sweet to savor. The prince woke up in a daze. Just a dream, he thought, bringing a hand to soothe the pain that racked around in his head. the crime just do. Just like leave the whole room a mess. Like, dang. So my head is killing me. What happened last night? He glanced around the room and found broken bottles and plates. Obviously nothing to be proud of. Wait, have I been robbed? He sluggishly muttered. If it had been a burglary, he likely would have been left nude due to the price of his wardrobe. He probably would have been dead, but let's be honest. What could I have gotten myself into? I feel so sick. It's called drinking until you pass out. With the windows shut and the drapes drawn, the room fell silent and the prince was able to focus all his attention on his throbbing headache. The only thing I remember is how exhausted I was when I finally went to bed. Yet somehow I do not recognize this place. I don't think I'm even in the right inn. Thinking is not helping. Perhaps I need more rest. It's too early for this. It isn't even noon yet. And why should I have to wake up so early? It's not like I have a job. I would just go back to bed, but I probably wouldn't be drunk in the first place. So, I don't know. I feel like to investigate the room. Not like we don't know he's the one who trashed the place, but this should investigate. No, I can't go back to sleep. Not with that putrid stench lingering around. How can I sleep knowing something of value that belongs to me is missing? How do you know that? So what happened last night? Did I miss something? Because I think there was two things with text that I might have skipped. I don't know. This probably wasn't the best time to go back to bed. The prince really needed to retrace his steps. Maybe I'm worrying too much about it, he said to himself, trying to ignore the pulsing pain in his head. Still, it's probably not a bad idea to take a look around. The room was a pigsty, hazardous even, with all the shattered plates and glasses. Moreover, some of the chairs were turned over. The fireplace was spouting ashes on the floor, whilst the bed sheets remained scattered across the room. What did this man do? Like, now I'm curious. Like, did he just come in and he just wrecked this place? Or did he actually get... He might have actually been robbed. This is not really a spoiler because I haven't... This is completely blind, but there is a scene of him fighting someone else. Like, a screenshot on the Steam page. So I don't know if they're fighting over Elisa or maybe that they got into a fight and that this is the result of it. I don't know why. He probably just thinks something's missing because he's too drunk to remember what he did. First of all, let's open the window. I don't think I can bear the stench without vomiting. He then opened the window and lingered there for a moment to take a deep breath of fresh air while he was reminiscing over his dream. I was definitely dreaming about something interesting. What was it though? It was a perverted dream. Oh, he remembers that part though. The white wet curtains the prince was leaning on reminded him of the dream he thought he'd forgotten 1 second ago. Oh, too bad it was such a sweet dream. Of course, now I remember. I was dreaming about it like I better not say loudly what I have done today. Too bad it was just a dream. I don't want to any of these. Okay, maybe this one seems like the safest course. Because honestly, I want to see. Like, I think it's a dating sim, essentially. But I always want to see if, like, how long you could go without, like, actually having a love interest in one of these games. Like, I don't know why, it's just a thing I do. I wonder if he's not really a prince, because even though we're playing him, we're not getting a name. Of course, now I remember. I was dreaming about Elisa. I need someone to say her name. Now that I think about it, yesterday afternoon, after speaking with the merchant, I wanted to go see her. He slowly buttoned up his vest as he focused his thoughts on reconstructing the recent events. Now I remember. I was arguing with that merchant for the sale of my castle, when at some point we decided to walk towards this inn to conclude our business deal. When everything was settled, we started drinking, and then I can't remember anything after that. The merchant took his shit. He took his shit. A worrying feeling of anxiety filled the mind of the young prince. What if that blasted merchant made me sign that deal? In panic, he started rummaging around to find his clothes, which had been strewn across the floor. I can't see any sacks of porn on the nightstand. As drunk as I was, I very well could have gifted my castle away. Searching the room, he began to locate his clothes, sprawled on the dresser, mantle, and other random locations. Somehow his gloves managed to end up in the furthest corner under the bed. Stretching as much as he could, the prince extended his hand and felt something other than his gloves. He was certain he'd heard a faint metallic sound, maybe a coin. What's this? His hope was to find some gold. However, as he moved the sheets away, the only thing he managed to see under the shadow of the bed was a silver blade. He sighed, and with some precautions, he pulled out what was by all accounts a sword. What is this doing here? He asked himself. A sword? Why would there be a sword in my room? Do you not have a sword? I mean, I thought that was just like part of the prince thing. The blade was made entirely of silver, and its hilt covered with brown cloth. It looked more like a decoration than a weapon. The prince was tense and hesitated. Alright, I'll take it with me. If someone was so foolish that they left it behind, that's their loss. He shrugged and smiled. He turned and saw the scabbard leaning on the wall. Maybe this is not his room? I'm starting to think maybe it's not his room. With the state this room is in, I'm not sure I should walk down to pay. It cost me a fortune to compensate for all this damage. I think it'd be better to just leave a few coins and get out quickly. Calmly, he fastened his belt and sheathed the sword with care to avoid damaging it. You don't think someone would be looking for their sword, though? Yeah, time to go. Oh goodness, no, what does this mean? New song? I've been wondering what that was. Who could it be at this time? The waiter? I fear that I'll have to give up some coin to pay for the damage in the room. Did it have to knock right now? I don't have time to tidy up in here. I really didn't need this. Who could it be? If it's the waiter, he probably wants to settle the tab. I need to get out of here. You are a prince. You telling me you can't afford this? Like, maybe, does see why I don't think he's a prince? Or he's like a prince who's like really in debt. I did this one. Okay. Hook. Wait, what's this? Good Carmen. Oh, there's karma in this game. Ooh. Okay. Who could it be at this time? The waiter? I fear that I'll have to give up some coin to pay for the damage. The knocks to the door become incessant. I know you're in there. Open the door. Recognizing the merchant's voice, the prince froze. He even stopped breathing to make as little noise as he could. What do I do now? I'm tired of waiting. I've got the papers to sign here with me. Remember the deal we made yesterday afternoon? Wait a second. If he came here to make me sign the documents, it means he wasn't able to get anything out of me. My fears were unfounded. I'm getting ready. Give me a moment to dress. I don't have time for you to anticipate yourself. Open this damn door. The prince was busy fixing up his clothes as well as he could, trying to remember all the details of the deal he agreed upon the day before. It would have been unforgivable to appear without an inkling to their previous agreement. What kind of impression will I give if he sees all this mess? I'm never going to be able to clean all this up, he said reluctantly, opening the door. I actually thought last evening. Why don't you clean up a bit before going to bed? His shame became so unbearable that the prince practically leapt out of the room. Here I am. Shall we take a seat downstairs? I would like some privacy. Your room will be perfect for that. What need is there to stay in the room when we can walk downstairs and have a drink? I don't really feel like drinking after last night. Oh, please, let's walk down. I'll offer you a round. No, I'm really not feeling it. Honestly. Don't make me beg you. For all I care, you're free to drink all you want afterwards. Please, let's go in. I want to finish this matter quickly. What if I offer you lunch? Fancy a steak or some cake? We could even invite a fine lady to lunch with us. What do you say to this? What the hell are you hiding in that room that you came to the point of offering me a meal? This is so unlike you. Enough excuses, please. Make way. Oh, so I should be playing him as a douche. I should have chosen the last choice. I will do that from now on. I'm deadly serious. I'd rather you not come in, he added, interposing himself between the door and the merchant. He's just gonna force his way in. Seeing the sudden hostility in the scene, the merchant gave up insisting and finally decided to listen to the prince. He turned and began walking down the stairs. Why is he selling his castle like this? It wants to the bottom of the stairs. They picked a table in a less crowded corner so that they could have some quiet. Hey, before I sign, I would like to know what happened last night. My mind is clouded. I don't remember much at all. He sat sitting on a stool. Very patiently, the merchant started explaining the events of last night without omitting a single detail. Do you fear that I may have coerced you into doing something against your will? Last night we came to this inn because the sun was setting, and finally we managed to agree on the last details of our deal. It kind of looks like you remember nothing at all from our talk yesterday evening. You should just call him out. It kind of bad karma. Why? For calling him out on that? What are you getting at? I'm only saying what I seem to understand. You should learn to mind your own business, and knowing when it is the right or wrong time to say certain things, then you should remember what happened. Please, there's no need to get angry. How am I meant to not get angry when you keep provoking me? Come on, we shouldn't speak further about it. I just made an observation. That's it. Keep your observations for yourself. Now show me the papers you prepared. Such haste. Do you not wish any more to know what happened yesterday evening? Are you here to do business or to waste time? As you wish. The merchant pulled out the contract from his bag and put it on the table. Here you are. This is the final deal we struck yesterday. I urge you to sign it now so I can leave this flea house. Dang, he's mean. And I won't be forced to deal with you anymore. After a quick scan, the prince took a pen and inscribed a quick, precise signature on the paper. I've signed it. Now give me the money. You will have your money in due time. Noticing the merchant about to put the documents away in his bag, the noble was struck by a moment of doubt. He swiftly put a hand on the merchant's arm, stopping his movement. Wasn't there like a huge bag of money on the table though? Like, just give him that. What else do you want? What does this mean? Are you talking about this new trade unlocked? Are you talking about this small variation? It is just a little bit over 50 gold pieces. Just a tiny detail. How could you dare modify your proposal without telling me? As it stands, I am the merchant and the buyer. This stuff belongs to my field of work. Yes, but it's my money. You don't have the right to do whatever you want. I just thought that such a small change wouldn't even faze you. Dealing with a prince, I thought we wouldn't have to talk about small change. Evidently, I was wrong. You were very wrong. Did you think I wouldn't notice? You should be thankful instead of always criticizing me. I should have cut double that to properly renovate your property. I tried to meet you halfway. But if you like, then I can detract even more money from the deal. This makes no sense. Why would renovation costs be on me? Aren't they always? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I've never had to renovate a house. Maybe it does not make sense to you. For an entrepreneur, though, your property is a tough beast. Lowering the starting price was the very least I had to do. And you really believe this would suit me well? I'd say so. I don't think you have much choice. I think he's in debt. He is in serious debt. The merchant crossed his arm and made himself more comfortable on the stool. He took a look at the prince as he was rereading the contract. He can think about it as much as he wants. I have no wish to give more concessions. Are you kidding me? He asked, now dead serious as he put down the document. In such business, I always am serious. 50 gold coins are no small change. I'm a merchant. I know the difference between a fair deal and a ripoff. Right. You should feel honored to have such a seller as me. I am part of the nobility after all. After we seal this deal, and after Royce gets around, you will have many more clients willing to make business with you. The merchant was not convinced by his argument at all. He sneered and replied swiftly. These are empty words. You are a prince. You were once rich. However, you, with your father, squandered away all you had. Do not say one more word for your own sake. Then don't do stupid shit if you don't want people talking about it. The prince looked extremely frustrated. Rage and anxiety showed on his face. The merchant, unfazed, kept talking. You need this money. I cannot see any alternative for you if you do not take this deal now. The nobility has two defining characteristics, pride and dignity. In front of such a blatant humiliation, one of these two failed in the young prince. New art. I'm unlocking, like this is every 2 seconds something being unlocked. They're blinded by rage. He jumped forward, threw down his stool, and unsheathed his sword. What if that's the merchant's sword? Where did you get this sword? And where did these people come from? I told you to shut up. Are you deaf? This is not about money anymore. This is your life on the line. You just found that sword. You probably can't even use it. Sit down. The merchant, one moment ago so relaxed and confident, transformed completely. He stood up shakingly as his face went white. Immediately after, he raised his hand. Let his head be broken in the dirt then. Go away. Don't even bother with him. He wanted to pull swords on people because he did something stupid. Let's keep calm, please. There is no need for this excess. It is just business. I have no intention of showing disrespect. But that's what you did. If this is business indeed, as you say, then you certainly do not look like a shrewd businessman. In fact, I'm surprised that you are still alive, because you too damn broke to pay. As the prince neared the end of his sentence, his blade neared the neck of the merchant. This scene lasted only a few seconds, but they felt like minutes, or hours even. The merchant thought he was done for, but luck, usually not taking any part in these occasions, sided with him. Stop, or I will have to call the guards. A waiter came to the two, just at the right time. His intervention effectively diffused the tense situation. Do not meddle in other people's business, boy. You're a boy too. The sword very close to the merchant's neck started shaking as a host of bad thoughts and doubts were filling the mind of the prince. And why do you have to interview now? This satisfaction could cost me my freedom. I cannot make any mistakes. Please, you're right. Let's put this away. I'm convinced. I will give you was 50 gold coins. So give me the money and then bugger off. Impatient to see the perilous situation resolved, the merchant placed the money on the table as quickly as he could. Then he hastily gathered up the papers and left. I believe it is time for me to go. Okay. He said, disappearing from sight. Finally, I had the better of him. He was satisfied with himself. He smiled and bagged the money. The merchant had fled so fast that he forgot to close the door. Such a nice sight for the prince, who could finally boast a victory against his rival. The people I'm forced to deal with these days. He even threatened me with a sword for a few coins. The merchant was gone. However, the prince needed more than a little while before he could calm down and find some composure. Many people had seen that scene, and even if it looked like the show was over, they were still there, muttering among themselves. Even if this situation almost slipped out of my control, I could turn the tide in my favor. It is really unbelievable that I suffered no consequences. It's not. He thought, completely distracted from the world around him, his eyes closed. Deplored was starting such a ruckus, so shameful. The noise in the room only grew. It was impossible for such a proud nobleman to ignore the depreciating words that were being openly said at that point. The room guard me is nothing more than a petty criminal. Oh, wait, if I was you, do you think I should alert the guards? It was wise. Who knows if he had bad intentions? A prince behaving like that? I've heard his family be shambles. What dangerous juvenile behavior. I can catch all of that. Knowing that causing another scene would have certainly brought problems with the guards, the prince, with an inhuman effort, managed to ignore the affront. He sheathed his sword and left the inn without saying a single word. What do these plebeians know about what I'm worth? Let them talk. There's no use wasting time with such people. It was still his pride speaking, whereas in that moment, a common person would certainly have had different feelings. It is possible that nobility alone could change a person so much. Maybe I did cross the line with me, he said to himself, fiddling with the bag of gold he had just obtained. I certainly do not care about the opinion of the common folk, however, that merchant. He said it was being generous. Is it the truth? Maybe I should ask him for more details. Why would he want to talk to you again, though? He was talking to himself, trying to find excuses for resuming to go after the man he just threatened to kill. Such twisted minds, these noblemen, especially when they bring themselves to make apologies. He left the inn not long ago. It shouldn't be too hard to track him down. His slow walk quickly turned into a run. As expected, it was really easy to find the merchant, who was walking along the way himself, fully immersed in his thoughts. He had almost reached the doorstep of his favorite inn. How would we know that? Clearly, he needed a moment of respite after that long and hazardous morning. Relieved of having escaped danger, it was a blow to him having to face reality again. I finally found you. I forgot to ask you for some important details. Stop. No, he's gonna know. Damn, it's him again. At this point, he had reached Elisa's inn. Should he run inside and bar the door? Not a good idea, although in some way he really wanted to right now. Look, I really care about the owner of this inn. I really do not want to get into another argument here. What do you want? I know this inn, and the innkeeper too. Let's go inside. I'll explain everything once we find a place to sit. This looks like it's in... Wait. set in Florence. So this is in Italy, but I don't know, like the way these were built, it made me think of France. And the reason I even know that is because I had to look up a lot of stuff for some reason. Anyway, here we go again. The merchant, without replying, walked to the prince with a smirk on his face. What is done is done. At this point, there's no reason to resume that argument again. What about we enter the inn and then each one goes their way? I will cause you no trouble, and hopefully you will do the same. Do as you wish. Personally, I have grown a bit tired of talking to you. If you have something to tell me, do it quickly. I have absolutely no wish to be arguing in front of the innkeeper. Oh, as you wish. This time I do not worry. I'm going to do the second one. It doesn't give me back harvest. Hearing these words, the prince felt cornered. As usual, he picked the impulsive course of action, facing off against the merchant and challenging him. Obviously, he had already forgotten all about making excuses. Do you really think you can speak to me like that? I don't understand what made you angry. How impudent. I have been coming to the inn since a long time ago. Everyone knows how much I care about it. Elisa? Do not worry, no attention to arguing. As far as I'm concerned, we can ignore each other. But you should never forget that between me and you there's one difference. Of someone who knows how to act in public and one who doesn't, I guess. In this end, my money is worth just as much as yours. If Elisa had to make any distinction between her patrons, she would do very well to separate me from you. Well, for what reason? I'm a prince. And I'm a merchant from Venice. Yes, well done. But the castle you bought? I bought the castle exactly at the same time you sold yours. That's enough. I know who I am and I demand respect. Who's disrespecting you? You started this argument. I come to this inn because I am in love with the owner. Everyone knows this and everyone must respect the fact I am interested in her. No. Ah, this is golden. So you want to stop me from loving Elisa? How many times have I changed this woman's name? Like just in the course of this video. I'm going to stick with Elisa. I'm going to stick with Elisa. I'm going to stick with Elisa. Yeah. For what reason do you believe that I'm here in Florence? The prince was struck by his question. He actually thought that the sale of his castle was the only reason for the presence of the merchant in Florence. Apparently, he was wrong. Oh, great. But rest assured that you achieve nothing at all. But I really like the merchant more than you. Yes, if I have to choose for Elisa, I'm going to choose the merchant, probably. Unless he's just as much of a dick as the princess. Oh, and if I don't, what chance do you have? I can, you can't. Everyone knows Elisa needs my protection. Elisa needs money, surely, not protection. Money? I have plenty. I spend 1 gold coin per day, my dear prince, and I regularly make her gifts. I certainly do not flaunt what I do for her. You do not say what you do, but everyone knows. Answered the merchant with sarcasm. The prince had a hard time reasoning under pressure. It was well known. His irrational demeanor had repeatedly been the cause of unpleasant situations. Not everything is known. Of course it is. The waiters speak about it. 3 silver coins per day. Speaking about waiters, I know one in particular. I don't like him. Seems like the innkeeper holds him in high regard. Too much so, in fact. It's possible she wants to marry him. It wouldn't be a bad thing. It's hard for a young woman to keep an inn all alone. As far as I'm concerned, if they marry, I will give her 300 gold coins. If she marries, I will be her protector, and I will do... Only I know what I will do. Come on, let's make her a gift. As good friends. Let us give her 300 gold coins each. What I do secretly. I know who I am and I don't flaunt it. You think? But you've been saying I'm a prince and I'm a prince. Like, I'm a nobility, but it's not flaunting it. What is it? Oh, it's my time. Such a fool. Poor yet proud. They've been arguing for a few minutes already in front of the inn's entrance, so focused on prevailing on each other that neither of them saw the waiter near them. I'm going to end this video here, but I am recording like a bunch of videos today, so this, even though it's leaving off in the middle of a scene, this will pick up in the next video from this exact point. So I hope you're enjoying this series. Tell me in the comments what do you think of the characters so far, and what do you think of the premise of the game? Is focused around Eliza or Elisa's inn, but she's not a main character. She's not even a character we've gotten to control yet. So just how do you feel about that? But I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next video.